Hey everyone, Tom here. Doing a quick video for you today. Housekeeping. I'm smoking my Blakemar Orpha shape. It's the UK Pipe and Tobacco Club's Pipe of the Year this year. I chose the finish in the stem and I'm very happy with it. Perfect pipe for flakes. And in it I am smoking Baren HH Pure Virginia, which I'll tell you all about shortly. But before I start with the review, I just wanted to make a small announcement. Well, it's not much of an announcement because there's no details yet. But those of you in the know will know that for the last 3 years, I think it was. Yeah, I think 3 years, 3 or 4 years, there was a pipe show every year in Nottingham, which was organised by the Venerable Glyn Quelch, who I'm sure you all are aware of. But sadly, there isn't going to be one this year because Glyn is no longer in the business. GQ Tobaccos is still going, but someone else running it now. So Glyn, obviously not in the business, is not going to organise a pipe show this year. But I was at a pipe meet-up on Sunday in Glossop in Derbyshire, of all places, where they filmed the League of Gentlemen, if you are aware of that series. And I had a really good day. It was really good fun, but like a lot of things in life, all too brief. And so I got thinking, you know, I know Glyn's not doing the pipe show this year, but that doesn't necessarily mean there doesn't have to be a pipe show. And considering my job is event management, which we won't get into, but that is essentially my job, I thought I'll give it a go to organise it myself. So I don't know when the dates are yet. I'm not 100% on the venue. I've got a venue in mind, and it's going to be in Nottingham again, just because it seems equidistant for most people to get to. It seems like a pretty central place, and we know of at least 2 good venues there. So I'm going to have a stab at organising it. Now, if this is the last you hear of it, you'll know how well I did at organising it. However, I'm fairly confident in my skills and my enthusiasm that it's something I should be able to make happen. So more details will follow on that. And I know it's going to be a pain in the arse to get to if you're not in the UK, but here's as good a place as any to let people know that there is something in the works. But like I say, more details to come. I'm not going to go on about it now because the details aren't there yet. I need to look at venues, I need to look at dates, and I need to look at pipe makers and sellers to try and interest them into coming and, you know, setting up shop. So I'll get back to you on that one. But for now, I'm going to tell you about this wonderful tobacco that is Baren HH Pure Virginia. I'll show you again in case you forgot. Now, when I first started hearing about this, all I heard was good things. I didn't hear anything negative. So I had to investigate, because if anyone can find a negativity with something, it's this guy right here. So I managed to get hold of a tin, because it's not sold in the UK, obviously. Why would it be? Nothing's sold in the UK anymore. No, it's not strictly true. I'm being melodramatic. But, of course, why would it be introduced to this market? But you can get it in Europe and you can get it in America. So, this is a tobacco. No surprises. Your standard Baren flake. Tin note. You get your usual grassy hay cliches from the Virginia. You also get a mild bit of something else, possibly dried fruit. When I first opened the tin, I found both the tin note and the tobacco to smoke fairly nondescript. I was a little bit not sure about disappointed, but I was a little bit on the fence. I sort of thought, well, it's smokable, but I don't get why everyone's, going on about it. So I left it a week, as I do. And it got better. And it's just got better and better every time I've smoked it. It's pure Virginia. It's made with red Virginias, brown Virginias. I think there's a little bit of light Virginia in there as well. You get your earthy tanginess of the red Virginias, but also gives you that kind of mild fruity back note. But you also get your light grassiness from the brown Virginias. But it also gives you a very, very clean taste. It just tastes incredibly pure, which I guess is why they call it pure Virginia. But yeah, it tastes incredibly pure. It tastes incredibly clean. It's a tobacco that I can see really, really aging incredibly well. I am going to be looking into buying quite a few tins of this and aging it. It gives you a very satisfying smoke. It's medium strength. It's a Virginia and it's a McBaren Virginia, so obviously if you go a little bit too enthusiastically on it, you are going to get a Scotch tongue. But by now you should know not to be going at it too enthusiastically. It is quite simply one of the best straight Virginia flakes I've ever had. I would say it's easily on a par with Capstan Flake, which I also love. It's not as sweet as Capstan Flake, so if you find Capstan Flake a little bit too sweet or not earthy enough for you, and this one's the one for you, I think. Again, the same with Dunhill Flake. It's very similar to Dunhill Flake, but again, it's got a lot more of a robust flavour on the palate. It's not quite as delicate. You are aware of this tobacco from the offset. You really are. And it's just absolutely great. I don't even know how else I can describe it to do it justice. It's very satisfying. Gives you the old right there thread every time you smoke it. It's great. I could smoke this as an all-day blend quite easily, quite happily. If this is all I could get hold of, I'd be very happy, to be honest with you. It's not one-dimensional like some Virginia flakes get described. because it, like I say, it has that kind of distinct fruity back note, very similar to medium flake in that respect, that just keeps you interested, and you get such a range of flavours just from the pure Virginias. I would easily give this a 4.5 to a 5 out of 5 because I can't honestly say anything bad about it. The only thing I could say wrong about it is that perhaps, yeah, you do have to let it breathe a little bit once you pop the seal. It's perfectly possible to smoke it straight fresh out of the tin as soon as you've opened it, but for me, I just didn't get the best flavours out of it at that stage. For me, it needed a week or so to breathe, as Virginias often do. But anyway, if that's the worst I can say about it, I mean, it's not a bad smoke, is it really? Anyway, I'm going to get her off, stop chuntering on, and I'll be back with more videos really soon. I'll be back with some updates on the pipe show, hopefully, as I start putting everything in place for that. And I'll be back with more reviews anyway, even if that falls through. I'll be back with more reviews, undeterred as ever, but I will have updates on it anyway. But I will speak to you all again very soon. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed and what have you. Yeah, thank you very much. It means a lot. Take it easy, everyone. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.